Well, it's that time of year again. Shed season. It's the 4th of January, 2014. Got a new spotting scope. And some new waterproof hiking boots, which I desperately needed. And I'm heading up the canyon. We're got a little bit of a late start this morning. Right now it's like 12. I still got another hour to drive before I get where I was hoping to go. Looking for moose paddles today. Anyways, we'll go up to this place where got a few tips from some locals that there's some good moose up in there. And hopefully we'll at least maybe see some bulls today. If not, maybe pick up an early shed or two. So keep watching. Alright, so you can't really tell very well, but these are moose tracks. Judging by the freshness and the fact that it snowed last night, I'd say we have some moose in here today, which is good. Looks like there's at least 2 or 3 of them chilling in here. I see dung. I'm seeing tracks. And most importantly is I'm actually seeing some rubs. So we'll stomp around through here and see what I find. Alright, so that, my friends, is a bull moose. This morning, this was his little bed. I'm actually kneeling in it. Yeah, as you can tell by the low spurs, that's a bull. I mean, the cows have spurs too, but they're not that low on the ankle. Might be a little early for him to have shed. I'm going to wander around through here and see if I can see him. You can see pretty well that there are some claw marks. Compared to my hand, that's no coyote. Let's look at some of these other tracks here. Looks like they have a big back paw and a big back paw and 2 short, small front claws. There's no canine. Now that I'm looking at it, the front toes are really spread out. I'm unfamiliar with these tracks. I'm thinking badger. I'm not sure what the badger track looks like. I'm gonna have to go home and do some research. Definitely not a canine, and with different sized paws, it's not a cougar. Plus there's claw marks, so it's definitely not a cougar. Anyways, still looking for sheds. I haven't really walked very far. Just been doing a lot of switchbacks through the trees. There's a ruffed grouse strutting his stuff right there. Little one. That is probably the first ruffed grouse I've seen in about 3 months. Hey guys, we're up here scouting. You can see a bull elk there on the ridge. 6x6. I don't have a scope cam mount or anything, so sorry, it's kind of crappy footage, but he's about 1.5 miles away from us right now. We're looking for some early season mule deer sheds, and we happen to glance up and see that guy
Anyways, looks like we're gonna have a pretty good idea where to go here next afternoon. Maybe some bowls. We're gonna head down the canyon, get back in the truck, head on up the canyon further, and look for some more up on top. Just doing a little scouting here. If we find some sheds, all the better. Like us on No Tine Left Behind on Facebook for some more action. Well, I'm up here doing a little solo shed hunt scouting trip. Decided to hike up to the spot right here and glass across the canyon. In the interest of keeping kind of where I am a secret, because there's a lot of very distinctive features over here on the other hillside. I'm not going to show you what I was looking at, but there's 5 or 6 does sitting in a draw over here, and clear on up the canyon about a mile I spotted a mountain lion, which was pretty cool, but no elk, and just a few does over there. Been glassing it for a couple hours, and I think I'm gonna head up over this hill here behind me, get back to a little looking through the grass. Unfortunately, on my way up here, I spooked a pretty nice buck with both sides of still on. He's probably about 150, maybe 160 inch 4x4. Definitely got my blood going a little bit, but unfortunately, I did exactly what I didn't want to do, and I spooked him out of here. So, anyways, we're probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got about a half-hour walk down the mountain, so I'll probably head up a little bit further, see what's up here. So, keep watching. First shed of the season's coming real soon, I promise. A little 2x3 right there. About 700 yards away. Both sides. Another little small buck. Still got both sides. Little 2x2. And the third small 2-point. So that bowl that we came up to pretty much the exact same spot and glassed up last week is about 2 miles right of where he was, but he's still there. I can see him. And this guy has a habit of skylining. He's a big 6x6. I can see him up there. I will try and see if I can get some video of him quick. Getting close. Just a sec. There he is, up skylining. That's him. That's awesome. Alright, so there are 2 bowls. 2 big bowls. The one I can see is actually smaller than the one that we saw last week at the same spot. They're still up there on the ridge, about 1.5 miles away from where they were originally, and there's a monster with them. There's 2 big bulls I can see right now. I bet you one is probably mid 300s, and the other one's pushing that. Oh, this is a good day. I got 4 bucks, small bucks I'll admit, off to my left here, about under 1,000 yards away, with a group of does. I got somewhere below me a big 150, 160 inch 4-point, and a good couple miles away from me right now, I got my eyes on 2 skyline and bulls. I can count their points. 2 big 6x6s. Freaking awesome. We'll maybe got to give them a couple weeks before they start shedding though, these bucks, and keep an eye on those bulls. They seem to be staying in the same area, which is awesome. It's a nasty, gnarly beast to get up into there where they're at, but I mean, they're in there. I just had this group of deer right here catch my attention. The one right now in the middle of the screen, right above the snow line, is a 2-point, missing one side. The one bedded right below the snow line in the center of the screen, barely above the brush, is what looks to be a pretty decent heavy 2x2. I haven't decided what the other 3 are that I can see, but there's at least one antler on this hillside somewhere, so hooray! And there's 2 more bucks for the day. I've seen quite a few small bucks in this little area and one pretty nice big one, so I'm enjoying myself today. Little buck with only 1 antler.